Are you trying to manifest a desire, or are you trying to protect yourself from disappointment? Either way, the more you try at manifesting, the less likely you are to do it. And that seems really harsh. So let's get into it. Hi, my name is Allison, and I help you create the reality you desire to experience. Right now, we are going to let go of trying to manifest and instead focus on knowing and feeling that when you expect it to come, it is inevitable. Tell me, do these statements sound familiar? I'm trying to manifest. I'm going to give it a try. I might as well try. It can't hurt. I don't know if this will work, but I will give it a try. I know that the intention of trying comes from a place of practicality. It's logical. I've never done this before, so of course I'm going to give it a try. But therein inherently lies the contradiction to manifesting. If we're trying, we're lacking. And in this world of attraction, coming from a place of lack is not going to produce the results we desire. So unfortunately, even though we make these statements thinking we're being practical and logical and reasonable, these statements are actually playing a big role in why so many manifestors struggle and why these struggling manifestors end up not achieving, manifesting, realizing the new reality they want to experience. And so let's get into how we can not do that. Try this. Don't just listen to me. Say this out loud and see how it feels. I'll give this a try. And now say, I'm going to do this. Feel it. Try to maybe even not change your voice. Because I'll bet you do change your voice in those statements because they have a very different vibration. And I'll bet you can feel it in your body. There is a major difference between I'll give this a try and I'm going to do this. Can you feel where the power lies in each of those statements? I'll give this a try puts the power in the outcome, meaning a condition or a situation will occur, a result will happen that will prove to me that this worked. I'll give this a try. The power is in the outcome. The power is out there. Now with the statement, I'm going to do this. The power lies internally. I'm going to do this puts the power in me, on me. I'll give this a try. I'm going to do this. One is playing it safe. One allows for the power to be out there. So if it doesn't work, it feels less disappointing because there's other reasons why that didn't happen. I'm going to do this, and then if I fail, well, that's on me, isn't it? And then that feels a little worse. We think anyways, right? We think that's going to feel worse. Let's try some more. Where are the power in these statements? I'm going to try this method to manifest my desire. That statement puts the power in the method. I'm going to try this method and we'll see if that works. Versus this statement, I am manifesting my desire and I'm using this method. I'm the power. I'm doing the manifesting. The method is just a vehicle I'm using. I could ride a bike, I could drive a car, I could walk. I choose that one. Drive a car. So we can feel, you can see the difference. Let's try another one. I'm going to try the keto diet to lose 10 pounds. The power is in the diet, the method, the keto. Versus, I'm losing 10 pounds by eating keto. How about these statements? I'm going to save money to buy a house. Now that one's a little tricky because it sounds like the power is in me. But I am going to save money to buy a house. The money is going to bring me a house. That's putting the money, the power in the money, in the savings account, and how much money you have in the bank. That puts the power outside. Versus, I'm buying a home and I'm putting money in a savings account for it. That's just something I'm doing in addition to buying a home. I am buying a home and then I happen to be putting money in a savings account for it. The money in the savings account is just a nice activity that bolsters the belief that I already have that I am buying a home. It's okay to engage in all of these practices that help bolster belief, that help me realize and manifest and create the vibration of, but those are not the reasons. I'm the reason. You're the reason. Other people put money in the savings account, and that's the belief. Well, I have money, so therefore I can. There's a big vibrational difference. And what the vibrational difference is one person is focused externally, and the master manifester is focused internally. It can feel safe to have results and control be at the mercy of external things. I have no power over that. Therefore, it's okay if I don't change because I can't because of X, Y, and Z. It can feel scary to know that, in fact, if my situation doesn't improve, if I don't get the things that I want, it is because I failed to make it happen. And that can feel upsetting and heavy and like an unwanted responsibility. But what that point of view shows you is that you are focused and assuming it's hard. You're assuming the results are hard. You're expecting to struggle. You're expecting that trying is going to take patience and time and a lot of effort, diligence, hard work, willpower. You're focusing on the doing and the creating is hard. When in fact, none of that, creating something out of nothing, is not your end of the equation. That, in fact, it has nothing to do with you. That is the universe's job. You can take that off your plate. In fact, your job is to focus and to feel and to attract. And that is not hard. You do it all the time. Whether you're focused externally or internally, however, that makes the biggest difference in how much control and power you have. So it feels hard because you've been giving your power away. But when you take it back, when it is centered inside of you, it is in fact incredibly easy and not hard. It's all a matter of focus. The hard, when you give your power away to somebody, it's really freaking hard to be in control. You're all over the place, reacting, going here and there and whatever. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow because it's not in your control. When you take that control back and you are in charge of it, you completely own it and can direct it. And you're not responsible for creating something out of nothing. That comes from the universe. That is the universe's job. All you need to do is focus and feel and believe. So, let's get into it. Let's focus as a master manifester internally. This actually can be summed up in a beautiful quote by Rumi. Yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. Today I am wise, so I am changing myself. Let's focus as a master manifester on our internal power. And we can do that by utilizing the law of correspondence. The law of correspondence states, as above, so below, as within, so without. This is commonly referred to as the mirror principle, that our external circumstances are a reflection of our inner being. Our inner being creates the world we experience. One of my favorite teachers, Frederick Dodson, likes to say, the mirror cannot smile until I smile. So we can utilize the mirror principle to help us clarify and become aware that we are source. We create the outside conditions based on our inner feelings. Because I am source of my reality. I exist. I am, therefore everything else comes to me. How do we do that? Okay, let's get into it. We can replace trying to do something with practice and prepare. So the ever-burning manifesting question is, how can I get myself to believe something I've never experienced before? Well, instead of facing our future as an I'll try, we'll see, instead, we can frame it in a way that invites the inevitability of our desire manifesting by saying we're practicing. The vibration of practicing is one of inevitability. If anyone practices long and hard enough, they will get it. We understand this on an intellectual level. You can probably think of 10 people right now who are an expert or at the top of their game, and you know that they have practiced a lot to get there. There's a book by Malcolm Gladwell called Outliers. Throughout, Gladwell repeatedly refers to the 10,000 hour rule, which he asserts is the key to achieving true expertise in any skill, is simply a matter of practicing. And he researched it and he put a number on it, and it's 10,000 hours. But you can see that we know and feel and have the vibration that practice equals having the skill, having what we're practicing for. So why not utilize a vibration you're already familiar with? We don't have to reinvent the wheel. So let's change our statements to, I am preparing for, I am practicing my abundance with, I am having fun practicing this new vibration, I am getting really good at. So that when you find yourself in a position of doubt or in a reaction of, I've reverted back to a limiting belief, you can say, that's okay. I'm getting really good at practicing this. I recognize that's a limiting belief. It's okay. I'll just practice right now on receiving, on making room for. I'm getting really good at recognizing and preparing myself for what is coming. So this is something that you can take into your day. Instead of trying to use a technique, you can say, I'm going to practice receiving my desire. Instead of trying, let's say, scripting, and say, I'm going to practice receiving my desire by scripting. I'm going to practice receiving my desire with this journaling technique right now. This is creating the vibration internally, that we are knowing and feeling that what we are doing is creating. Someone who is practicing is already partially on that wavelength, and that is enough that the universe can start working with that. And this leads us to our final point. Allow the universe to help. As I said, you are not responsible for the results. You're responsible for creating the internal belief, the mirror that shows the universe, this is my reality. Your part of the equation is to show up as the I am. And the hard part is the universe's job. Let's lean into that. I am totally cool with that. But it does require a little relax, a little let go, a little time and space for all the vibrational adjustments that are going on in here. They got to happen out here. And in here, it's got to be steady long enough so that out there can match up and bring it back. It has to mirror me. That is universal law. And it takes a little time and space to catch up because you've got a lot of momentum and vibration heading in all other kinds of directions. And those need to quiet down. And the one that I'm practicing being over here needs to build up. All you have to do is be this steady long enough to be the majority. Practice giving your order. Practice being of your vibration. Think of it like giving your order to a waiter. I give my order. I am. I allow the waiter to go back a house, and I allow them to prepare it and get it ready, and it will be served to the moment this new vibration outweighs the old, and your manifestation is served. But also do keep in mind that when you give your order to the waiter, if you keep calling the waiter back and changing your mind, things are going to get screwy in back of house. Okay? We're going to just confuse everybody back there, and you are not going to get the desired that you really want. And for help with that, watch this next video linked here. Thank you, and I look forward to bringing you more videos.